It's your boy Noto coming to another video, coming to you with another podcast, man. And in today's podcast, we're going to discuss why women look away when they see a handsome / select man. If you're new here or if you already been here, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead on and comment. Go ahead on and subscribe and click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And without further ado, let's go on and take a dive into this subject, guys. Women are going to look away when they see a handsome select man simply. It's actually a couple of reasons, guys. It's a couple of reasons. I'm going to give you one of these reasons right here. First off, they're not really keen upon giving out free validation. You see what I mean? No matter even if you look real good to them, they still ain't gonna want to give you that free validation. It's almost like they feel like they're praising you if they look at you. Because think about it, if you know you drip down and you know you looking good, or you know you look above average, pretty much everybody sees that, and they see it from a mile away. Trust me, it's not like they haven't already looked at you, especially like unless like they turn in the corner and they finally see you and they try to just look away. Some of them do that too, but they already done seen you from a mile away. They already done mapped you out. So most often they probably just don't want to give you no extra attention that they know you already getting, bro. They already know you're getting a whole bunch of attention, bro. And half the time it could be a girl that really wants you. It could be a girl that really wants you. They can look, but they don't want it could be they don't want to see they don't want you to see them looking at you. It could be that in that case. Or it could be a whole bunch of nervous energy. They could be like, man, they don't want to look you in the eye because they feel like, they scared. It's almost like how some dudes are like scared to talk to real bad girls. Like those real beautiful women, them dimes. It's like that. It's something like that. That's like it's almost like you gotta damn near push them over there to try to even talk to the girl or to even look at the girl when she come over there. It's like you try to look down and look around instead of just look at her and actually speak to her and have a conversation. It's like that. It can be like another nervous energy, but it can be some hating ass shit too. Because at the same time, especially when it comes to the unfortunate looking women, they'll look away with you and try to. It's almost like a downplay in an instance. It's all really a downplay, but they'll try to look away just because they feel like they can't get you. They feel like they can't have you. You feel like, oh, he acting like he all that. And most likely, damn well, if you look at the roster of dudes that she talked to or ever took her seriously or anything like that, or she's dealt with, that none of those dudes are on your level. You see what I mean? It's like none of those dudes even measure up to what you look like or the presence that you bring in that space. So it's going to be like that, guys. Is because you got to understand, the women are going to compare you to the guys that they deal with or they let deal with them or whatever. It's always a roster of guys. They have to look at that they've dealt with in the past. You know what I mean? So they're gonna look at the last few dudes or whatever, however the best dude that they ever been with, and if you blow him out the water, most likely they're gonna feel like you out of their league. Now they'll probably bite you down to the death and say that it ain't true. They'll try to say that, oh man, it ain't all that or nothing like that. But damn well the dude that she probably crazy over, or dudes that the best looking dude that she ever had, don't even hold a candle to you, bro. Like for real, just keeping the buck. This ain't no homo, none of that. It's really like that, and they just do that, and they just sit there. I didn't have women like I'm coming up like, especially like in the grocery store. They'll look and then they'll just look away like real quick. They'll look, but then I'll turn around real quick and catch their ass looking again. Like it just, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's like some secretive shit. It's almost like some secretive shit, but it's almost like they scared to look at you. And it's like another thing too, when they with their boyfriends or their husband. Some of them are real bolder and they'll just sit there and look right at you. But most of them will just like look away. I remember I told y'all this in a previous video. It's like a gotta look in archives. I don't even know what video it is because I didn't say so much shit and I didn't told these stories. But I remember this one girl when I was in the aisle, like when I was in Walmart, right? I was walking by. She was with her boyfriend, and she saw me. I had my tank top on. I just finished working out, and I was in this aisle. I was picking something off. She had to walk by one time. She saw her boyfriend over there. She saw me, but she tried to come back on the aisle. She held her hand up to her face to cover it up, to cover like to try to block the image of me while she walked by. It's almost like she tried to hide. If like somebody trying to duck and dodge you, they'll try to hold their hand to their face. And y'all ever seen in the movies when they trying to sneak by and hold their hand up by their face to act like they wearing a mask or something, so they can walk by and sort of hope the person don't notice them. It's something like that. She tried to do that. She literally put her hand up to dodge herself from looking at me. So that's how strong of the effect that I had on that girl, bro. On that particular girl, she was thick as hell too. Trust me, she was stacked up. She just couldn't help herself. She had to block. She had to literally block her entire field of vision on that side so she wouldn't see me. So she had to turn up, I guess, out of respect for her boyfriend or whatever. I feel on that. If she went to that extent, that mean I must have been hitting on something real good. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was pumped, everything. So it just is what it is, guys. When you select and you're a handsome and select man, bro, that shit gonna happen, bro. Like you can't help it. You stand out when you go everywhere, bro. You can tell when you stand out, bro. You gonna get the eyes. You gonna get all kinds of signals, bro. Seriously, you're gonna get those signals when you stand out. It's just inevitable. It's nothing like you can't just fight. And they tend to just look away because it's just the magnitude of the presence that you bring. Some of them just can't take it, but some of them just can't help it. They just want to look away because some of them are like kind of like scared though. To be honest, it's not always like just some hating ass shit. Like, oh, I ain't trying to get him no attention. I ain't trying to make him feel like any better than you. It's not always that, guys, because it's a lot of nervousness that go on with that. Like it's a lot of you'll be surprised how many timid females there really are. It could be the baddest ones, but they like real timid. They kind of just look away, and try to avoid eye contact. Just because they might just be afraid of the approach. They might be like, damn, you look so good, but I wouldn't know what to say if he walked up to me, something like that. Or some of them will just reject you for even if you did make a move, some of them would reject you out of fear too, that they feel like you're probably like a player or something like that. But it is what it is. It can be like that. And another reason that they'll turn away and look at you because they probably dealt with like some players and select men before, or they tried to deal with some of them and they didn't get their way. You see what I mean? I done seen women like that they went to the club. I ain't gonna never forget. They was like some college girls, but they was on the unfortunate looking side. You see what I mean? Shout out to Ron Wills for that. That is crazy. That is funny, man. That's where I get it from. But anyway, they was definitely on the unfortunate looking side. But then it's like they tried to go after these dudes, but these dudes like kind of like just made a fool of them, really. And like when you see them, they look like the typical, like the Q dogs and shit like that, and the alphas. They kind of made fun of them. I don't know why they were hanging out that night because most likely they be beefing most of the time. But it is what it is. That's some Divine Nine shit. So I ain't finna go deep into that. But anyway, it was some Qs and alphas hanging out, and they ended up turning the girls down because they I guess they thought they had the sauce because they felt like they looked cute when they walked outside. So now it seemed like every time one of them come around and some of us came around, they'll just look away like we ain't shit. You see what I mean? Try to treat it like it's a lot of women do that out of spite though. They've had experiences where they felt like they tried to do it and it didn't work out for them, or they got turned down or whatever. It could be an experience like that, and they've had history where they failed. So they just feel like every time they automatically see a handsome / select dude, they just don't even want they don't even want to give them no type of signal or nothing like that because they feel like they can't have it. It kind of goes back to my other point before, but this is even different because they doing it out of spite. They really doing it out of spite because of failed previous attempts. There's a lot of women walking around like that, seriously, that are really like try to play with you and try to get mad and making everybody suffer for being rejected for some dude. This shit could have happened years ago or something like that, bro. That's how much of an effect that shit can have on me. That's why, like, when you consider handsome and you consider select, bro, like, is this the way you gonna have to? You gonna have to deal with. It's a lot you gonna have to deal with. You won't even know because you could be looking. You could be walking by looking right at them, and they can feel your energy, bro. I remember one time I was looking dead at this girl, but she was like looking up, looking down, looking up, like she didn't know what to do because I was looking at her. You know what I mean? Like, but you could tell it wasn't on no weird shit. While I'm just staring at her, trying to make her like, I don't know. I mean, I like what I saw type shit, but she was kind of like smirking, but kind of looking away. So it's like, I don't know. It's almost like you got like some type of aura when you get it. I can't really explain it. It's like you can look at them like you got a superpower, but it ain't. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be over the top of this shit, but there is power in having a stare, like looking at somebody, and you can have an effect on them depending on how they see you. If they see you as of as select, that they see you as a good looking person, that can have an effect on them because of you looking at them. See what I mean? That'll put them in that'll put them in their place one way or another. Because some females that if you look at them like I know if you a handsome slash select dude, and if you looked at females and all of them like kind of just look away or look down or something like that, I know y'all a lot of y'all have seen that a lot, and it's one of those reasons that I've mentioned before. But at the same time, some of them could be, you know, they feel that masculine presence too. So they'll kind of look down. It's almost like bowing down and submission. It's just a little bit in one way or another, but it's not. It could be slight. It ain't like, okay, hey, bitch, bow down to me. Get on your motherfucking knees. Ain't no shit like that. It just like they just timid and they just want to just feel like yeah. These being a feminine energy. That's how it's supposed to be. You kind of put them there, and you never know. Because some of them are just timid, they ass right over next to you and put you in a position, put themselves in a position to be approached by it. So I didn't have, because you got to understand, I didn't have girls that looked away from me, and I end up having conversations with them. Is you can't automatically think just because they look away that they hate you. And I ended up smashing a lot of girls that looked away from me while at first glance. So it ain't like that's some they hating ass shit. So don't always take it like that, guys. Don't just take it like that they don't like you or something like that, or but some of them are, but like that. But you just got to learn how to discern that. You got to look at the face expression they make when they look away or something like that. If they looking away and they smacking their teeth or making some little stinky face or something like that, they most likely doing that shit out of spite. Because most likely they know they feel like they can't fuck with a dude like you, and any of the dudes that they ever fuck with can't hold a candle to you. That's usually what it is. Or they didn't be rejected in the past by a dude of your stature. So yeah, don't take it to heart, guys. And that's the reason why, guys. That's why they be looking away, bro. It's those several reasons. And like when you look at things and you end up seeing more situations and more situations, you can see it going down if you just look in public places and look at how women react to how everybody is around everybody. That's the key to opening your eyes, keeping your eyes peeled, and being aware of your surroundings. Not only who's looking at you, but who's looking at them, how they're reacting to them compared to you, all that other stuff. That's how I know that I have handsome slash select choosing signals, because I look at how they treat other people as opposed to they treated me. And I look at the past me of how they used to treat me back in the past compared to how they treat me now. That's how I can make this confirmation, guys. It doesn't just come out of thin air. But anyway, it's your boy Noto coming to you another video, coming to you with more content, bro. Coming to you with another podcast, man. And if you made it this far, go ahead on and click that like button, go on and comment, go on and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And without further ado, guys, remember, anybody can improve themselves if you're willing to work at it. And I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We're going to grow together, and we're gonna go high together, man. We're going to learn a lot of lessons, and we're going to be entertained by this. Y'all already know how I am, man. Let's get it.